Okay, so this is called the Birdsong traffic squeeze trick. You can do this on just about any social network, blog, forum, or anywhere else that allows you to post and share links. But in this example, let me show you how we pull it off on Facebook. So no matter what industry, what niche you're in, there's always a page on Facebook or a bunch of pages on Facebook where you can pull out a bunch of traffic. So let me show you how we go and find it, and then let me show you how we use some very clever tactics to go in and grab that traffic for ourselves. So let's say that we're in the men's health and fitness niche. Okay, so I'm going to type in men's fitness, men's health. You can find that there's a ton of pages that are going to start popping up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one at the top. Now, when we do this, we're going to start seeing their post. And what's interesting about these posts is you're always going to get a ton of people, because these pages are so big, to like and comment. And what's interesting is when this shows up in people's feeds, they're also going to see some of the comments. So, of course, it's beneficial if you are in the comment section. Now, here's what's interesting. We're going to be using this particular comment here. We're going to use this particular comment box here to actually get our message in front of people. But we're going to do it in a very interesting way, because if I were to go in here and share my link to my website or my opt-in page, they're going to deem that as spam and get rid of it. And that's really, you're not adding to the conversation. But what we want to do is we actually want to use their own content to post something in here. So they're going to think, hey, they're reading our content. Great. This is a great comment. So let me show you what I mean by that. We're going to click into here. So they've got their website typically listed on the side on their Facebook page. So we're going to click into here. And what we're going to do is we're going to look through here. I'm going to go ahead and go to fitness. All right, so as I hit this page, I'm going to look, and we've got a cool little article here. So get a 007 potty in 20 minutes. Let's click here and let's see what we've got. So they're trying to get us to actually fill out a survey before. We don't want to do that, so we're going to skip the survey. Now we've got the article. Okay, so we've got an article, and what I'm going to say is, okay, we've got some interesting stuff here that we can put into here. It's sort of a workout. This is the 007 workout. So what I would do is I could go back and pay attention. This is not exactly what we're doing, but this is the strategy. I could go back and say, I love this. My buddy and I are big on the hurt type workouts. Okay, remember they're talking about the hurt type workouts here. I especially love the 007 workout that you just posted at your blog. Okay? Great work. Now, what we could do is we could go here and we could actually post this, and then there would be a link to that, which would show up as a link. But we don't want to do that. We want to post something that shows up that goes to their blog, but that actually benefits us. Now, let me show you what we're doing. This is where the magic starts to happen. So we're going to leave that link here, but now let me show you something called Birdsong. Okay, so this is an app that we use to take any link pretty much that's out there and do some very powerful stuff. So watch as I walk you through how we're going to do this. So I'm going to go to add new link inside of here. And when I add new link, it's going to ask me a couple questions. I'm going to give it a link. I'm going to call it the 007 workout. And I'm going to say, I'm going to call this 007 workout. And that's going to be my link. Now, I'm going to take this same article that we just saw, and we're going to grab it. And we're going to pop it into this URL to overlay. Now, when someone goes to this page, I want to put up our overlay. And don't worry what the overlay is. I'll tell you about that in just a second. I'm going to say I want this overlay to pop up after someone's been reading this article for, let's say, 40 seconds. Okay, now, I'm going to put it at 10 so you can see this work pretty quickly. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this overlay frequency there. We're going to leave these things pretty much where they're at. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to connect with my autoresponder. So what I'm going to do is, because we're going to be building a list with this, I'm going to select my autoresponder, select my list, and then I'm going to click next. Now, with fitness stuff, we're going to be clicking sort of setting up some sort of fitness opt-in. Now, I'm going to have a lot of options of what I could do here for my opt-in page, where you can see this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click this to select that, and then I'm going to go on to the next, which is select theme background. Okay? So we've got that set up. We've got that good. Now we're doing sort of a men's fitness type vibe. So with men's fitness type vibe, we're going to try to select something that, you know, sort of fits that. So that's kind of got like a manly vibe. Let's go that. Or we could do the guy in the suit here. Okay, so we've got that. Now after that, we're going to set up our actual opt-in page. So sign up for the 10 best ab workouts. So let's say I've got an ab workout type thing. We can give it away, okay? 10 best ab workouts for guys, okay? And then I'm going to put, enter your info below to get them for free, okay? And then after that, what's the email? So let's email here, enter your best email right here. And then download, let's say, is what we're going to do. So after that, we can do success titles, things like that. So I'm going to say you're in. I'm going to put check your email for more. So check your email for more. And I'll show you what all this does in just a second. Then we're going to click next. Okay, so after that, let's say that we wanted to retarget anything like that. We could absolutely do that. But what we want to do is we're actually going to go in, and now it's actually grabbed all the stuff from the article. Remember, we went back here. That was the main picture. It's the title. It's sort of the meta description that's going to show up online. We've got those things. So now I've got that. Now I'm going to click save. Okay, so once I click save, everything's saved, and now I've got this really cool link. And instead of the link that we were going to put here, I'm going to put this link. Okay, so that's pretty much leading to the same place, but let me show you exactly what happens when we pop this in the box. So I'm just going to go here. Now let me push this in. I'm going to paste the link into my URL bar. Now watch this. We're going to click enter, and it takes us back to pretty much the same article that we were just on. So pretty much the same article, so it's going to their website, but watch what's about to happen on the screen. All right, so we're taking them to their website so they don't think we're spamming because we're linking to their content. We're putting in a nice comment, and now we're putting in opt-in where people can opt in. So what happens is if we were to actually click publish, we've got this set up here, and this is going to post, and we're now going to have a link here where people can go see our stuff. So let me refresh this page here real quick and watch what happens. So now we've got this in here, and now we've got a live link that travels with this post into anybody's feed that likes this, and now it's taking them right back. It's talking about an article that they posted on their site so it doesn't seem spammy, and then it leads them here. Now, if someone opts in, watch what happens. All right, they're going to click download. It says they're in, and now it's going to take them right back to the article that they were wanting to read in the first place. Okay, so we've got that there. We've got everything, and now we're using their content on their page to get opt-ins for our particular audience. So you can see the power in what we just did to sort of hijack traffic in a very cool way by adding value, by talking about something they posted on their blog so it doesn't seem spammy, but we're able to put our opt-in over the top. Now, that's just half of what makes this Birdsong traffic squeeze very cool. So we built this link that we just used, and it goes to the blog that they built, but it pops our opt-in down over the top. But what's interesting about the Birdsong software is every time you build these links, it builds what we would call a profile. Let me show you what a profile is. So basically, it's a setup like this. And if I were to hit refresh right now, I'm going to show you what happens. You can see that 007 that I just shared ended up on my page as something that I had read. Okay, so what this looks like is almost like a social network, but this is sort of what we would call a home base page where you can put these links in here. So every time I build a link, I'm given the option to actually put it on my page. And as someone comes to this page and clicks on it, watch what happens. They click on it, they're taken to the article, and it just looks like something we're reading right now. But of course, every link leads them through the Birdsong link, which is going to pop down our opt-in. Now, you may be sitting there saying, okay, well, that's all well and good, but where is anybody going to find this profile page? Let me show you the magic behind this profile page and why this comes off as such a powerful thing to people, because it just looks like you're sharing stuff that you're reading, but look at where you can share these things. So how many emails do you send out a day from your email account? So this is my Gmail account, all right? And if you're paying attention, you can always add a signature, all right? So down here, I'm going to scroll down. I've got a signature, and it just says Ben Atkins, CEO, Fearless Social, love online marketing. Click here to spy on all the cool online marketing stuff that I'm reading right now. And that link, of course, goes back to my profile. So every time someone emails me and I reply to them, at the bottom of my email, there is a link that they can get back to my profile. They'll go check out my profile because maybe they're interested in me and maybe they want to go read something that I'm reading. Keep in mind, these aren't my articles. They're articles other places. But if they click on them and they go through and they read it, now they are in my funnel and they see the opt-in. So that's one way to use it that's very powerful. Let me show you another one. So we're all, hip to forums, right? Well, on just about every forum I know out there, you can add your signature. And same sort of thing inside of this as in the email. If you love online marketing, you want to spy on my daily reading list, updated as I'm learning. Click here to read now. So we have a link back, of course, to our profile that looks very innocent. Looks like it's just stuff that we're reading. It looks like a social network filled of stuff that we're reading right now. But what happens is every time I post on this forum, now there's a link back to this. So a couple days ago, there was a very good post about passive income, which is something I'm interested in. And I went in and I gave a very detailed answer. This is something that I talk about a lot, so something I have something to say about. So I go down here and I give a very detailed answer. This took just a couple minutes because I do know this topic. And I had a couple people thank me, but a lot of people see this. And wouldn't you know it, I had a ton of people actually click through this and they went to my page. And of course, a ton of people actually clicked on these links. And what do you think happened? They saw my opt-in and we got a lot of opt-ins the day that I posted that up. All right, now one more use for this. When I go to blogs, so here is a very popular blog. It gets a ton of traffic every day, but check it out. I go in and let's say we've got a brand new post on the topic that I'm interested in, maybe, the industry that I'm interested in. Whoever follows me, they'd be into it too. So what we do is we go down through and we read this. This would be something I would read anyway, but I go down to the comment section. So we go down to the comment section here, and what happens is we see all kinds of comments. So there's 14 comments here. And what happens, what I can do here is I can say, my name is Ben Atkins. My email, I can put that here. And then I can put in, of course, a link to my profile. So I can put that in here and then I can write my comment about the post. Now, here's what's interesting. Every one of these names here goes to a website. And of course, so does mine. So when I comment and it gets approved because I've got a good comment, anybody can go in and click on this and they end up on my profile page, which of course we know that they like to read blog articles because they found us on a blog. Same thing with the forum, same thing in the emails. If they click through, they come into our opt-in. So things that you're doing daily now end up being very powerful because they lead back to this very sticky funnel that is automatically built with Birdsong. I hope you see the power behind that and what we're doing and how stuff that you're already doing right now turns into a ton of opt-ins. And as time goes on and the more you comment, the more you email people out from your personal account, the more you do everything out there, the more traction you get with this very subtle but powerful profile page, which leads to our very special smart URL links.